The guilt of the innocent? What does it mean to be guilty in a world where monsters pull the strings? We left off at the highest possible tension. Yuji Itadori, standing in a magical courtroom, has just confessed to the mass murder in Shibuya. He didn't blame Sukuna. He didn't make excuses. He took the weight of thousands of lives on his own shoulders. Now, judgment has delivered the ultimate sentence, death penalty. Hiromi Higuruma is diving through the air with the executioner's sword, a blade that guarantees an instant, painless death to anyone it touches. The law is absolute, the weapon is perfect, and Yuji is ready to die. Welcome to episode 21. Today, we find out if justice has a heart. Scene 1. The blade that stops. The episode opens with the executioner's sword inches away from Yuji's chest. The light from the blade illuminates Yuji's calm, accepting face. But at the very last millisecond, the sword vanishes. Higuruma deactivates his domain, and the courtroom dissolves, returning them to the ruined theater. Yuji falls to his knees, gasping. He was ready to end it all. Higuruma stands over him, looking not like a killer, but like a man who has just seen a ghost. "Why didn't you lie?" Higuruma asks, his voice trembling. "I've seen the evidence. I know it was Sukuna who opened the domain. Under the law, you are not responsible for the actions of a curse forced upon you. So why did you say it was you?" Scene 2, the burden of the vessel. Yuji looks up, tears in his eyes. "Because I was the one who was too weak to stop him," he whispers. "If I wasn't there, those people would still be alive. If it's my body, it's my responsibility." Higuruma is struck by Yuji's purity. He realizes that while he, a grown man and a lawyer, gave up on justice and started killing for points, this boy is still trying to do the right thing despite the hell he's been through. Higuruma sits down on the edge of the stage, his gavel shrinking back to its original size. The fever of the Culling Game finally breaks for him. He decides to help Yuji. Scene 3, the first rule added. Higuruma explains that he has 102 points. To save Sumiki and help Yuji's mission, they need to add a rule that allows players to transfer points to one another. This would stop the 15-day stagnation rule that forces people to kill to stay alive. Higuruma calls his Kogane, the small, floating Shikigami manager of the game. "I wish to spend 100 points to add a rule," Higuruma declares. The new rule: players can now transfer any number of points to other players. The announcement echoes through all the colonies in Japan. Every player's Kogane screen flashes with the update. It's the first step in dismantling Kenjaku slaughterhouse. Scene 4, Reginald's trap. The scene shifts across the city to Megumi Fushiguro. While Yuji was in the theater, Megumi has been lured into a deadly game of cat and mouse. He is being hunted by a group of sorcerers led by a man named Reginald Starr, who wears a cloak made of receipts. Reginald's technique is bizarre and dangerous. He can materialize the objects written on his receipts. He drops cars, houses, and even boiling water on Megumi. Megumi is forced to use Max Elephant and his shadows to survive, but he is being cornered in an old apartment complex. He realizes he can't hold back anymore. If he wants to save Sumiki, he has to become as ruthless as the game itself. Scene 5, the Shadow's Hunger. Megumi is bleeding from multiple cuts, his stamina fading. He is surrounded by Reginald's allies, Ramai and the explosive user Hazunoki. Just as they think they have him, Megumi's aura shifts. He remembers Gojo's words, Don't just imagine a stronger version of yourself. Surpass your limits. He pulls the enemies into the basement of the building where the space is confined. Domain expansion. Megumi mutters, his eyes wide and crazed. Chimera Shadow Garden. The floor turns into a swamp of thick black ink. Shadows rise like jagged teeth. Megumi isn't just fighting. He is hunting. The episode shows the terrifying growth of the Zenin heir as he plunges his enemies into total darkness. Scene 6. The Cliffhanger. The angel descends. Back at the theater, Higuruma says goodbye to Yuji. "I can't go with you," he says. "I still have to answer for the people I killed before I met you." He walks into the shadows, leaving Yuji with a sense of hope. But that hope is short-lived. As Yuji tries to find Megumi, a shadow looms over the city. A woman with 4 wings, dressed in white, floats above the ruins. She looks like an ancient deity. "I have found the fallen one," she says, her voice echoing with a celestial power. The screen cuts to the back of Yuji's hand, where a mouth suddenly opens. Sukuna's voice rasps out, full of malice, "So, you finally appeared, Angel." The final suspense. The first rule is changed, but the true monsters are waking up. The Angel's mission. Who is this winged sorcerer, and why is Sukuna so interested in her? Megumi's brutality. Can Megumi survive the ambush, or will his own domain consume him? The next move. With 2 points left, how will Yuji and Megumi find each other in the chaos? If you're hyped for the arrival of the Angel, smash that like button and subscribe. We are entering the most mysterious phase of the Culling Game. Press the bell icon for episode 23, the season finale of our script series. Is Megumi becoming too much like Sukuna? Let us know what you think in the comments. End of episode 22.